Hi everybody, welcome back to week 3 of March's weekly online card class. Thank you so much for returning. In this week's card, this is the card design that I'm going to share with you all. I've introduced some of the designer series papers for this week's card. Some more of those designer series papers, which I absolutely love. Actually, I wasn't sure when I first saw them, but having now used them quite a bit in the preparation for this class, I am now convinced. So just to have a little recap, week number 1's card looked like this. So we had some of the designer series paper in the background, some of the stamped images in the foreground. And then week 2 looked a little bit like this. So I showed how to create an effective colouring design with those flower pots and the carrots. And then week 3 is a little bit of a fun fold. It's a simple fun fold, but a fun fold nevertheless. And it looks like this. And in this week, I'm showing some more of the dies that are in the Storybook Garden Patch bundle. So those are the 3 cards so far. Let me know if you have a favourite. As always, week 3 is my firm favourite, but I am very, very keen on this one here. I love the colouring look on the middle card there. So let's make a start, shall we? I'm going to pop this card over here so it's still in the shop and we can still see it. And I'm going to bring in the bits and pieces that we need for this card. There's quite a lot. So card base is cut from Garden Green cardstock. It's already scored for you. You have a layer of white, which is your area to write your greeting. So that's going to sit inside. You have 2 die cuts. These are cut from the Everyday Arches dies, and you have a large one cut from crumb cake card and a smaller one that just sits inside that one that's cut from white card, and that's going to create our focal area on the front of this card. You will also have in your packs, you will have a piece of designer series paper that is vegetables and a piece that is this sort of trellis looking pattern. On the back it's a mismatch of whatever panel was directly behind it. And then you also have a larger piece of the designer series paper that looks like this. This is going to sit behind your white piece on the inside of your card. And then you have some die cuts. So die cuts, you have some flower pots, which are the outline of the flower pots. And then you have this detailed die that's going to create the details for the top of the flower pots. Then you have the watering can. Now the watering can, there are 2 parts. This actually cuts the skeleton of the watering can. And usually you would just discard these inner pieces, but I've used this central inner piece put back into my watering can. So you need those 2 pieces. You have a piece of basic black card. Now, if you're going to heat emboss, this is what you're going to heat emboss your sentiment on. And then I've also gone ahead and cut out a selection of vegetables that I'm going to use to decorate my card. Now in your packs you have a bigger sheet of this vegetable piece of paper, so just cut them from that. Okay, so let's put all those pieces to one side and we will make a start. So let's put those die cuts up there, and we want our DSP and my vegetables. I think we are ready to go. Yes, we are. Okay. So this card, I'll just bring it in for a little bit more detail. You'll notice that it is a Z fold. It's a Z fold, but it's a backwards Z. It's Z if we put it that way, but this way it's a backwards Z. So these are really straightforward to make. They look really, really nice when they are standing because you have a little bit of depth to them, and they are so quick and easy. So I've cut myself a standard card base that is a book fold style. I'm going to crease that score line there, and then quite simply I'm going to take the card front and I'm going to fold it back on itself so that this edge here folds back to line up with your score line, your crease of your card, and then again give it a nice firm press with your bone folder, and that's it. That's how you make a Z fold card, and they are just fabulous. I love them. If ever I need to make a quick fun fold card, this is my go-to design. Now the card actually builds very, very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down my pieces of designer series paper. Now this is where you have a little bit of a choice. If you like the houses, I would use the houses there. If you like the vegetables, use the vegetables. Okay, so you have a little bit of on how your card looks. So this piece of DSP is going to sit just inside that panel like so. And these two pieces of patterned paper, you're going to stick them to your panels as well. So the trellis pattern I'm going to stick in that middle panel, and the vegetables are going to be on that outside panel. So we've got a little bit of a sandwich here. Vegetables, vegetables, inside is the trellis. So again, just stick this down. Okay. That is complete. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my white piece and I'm going to use a black fine line pen to just do me a little thin line around the inner edge of this white card. So, and then that piece is going to get stuck down in the centre of that inner panel. There we go. So it just comes up a little bit of that vegetable pattern, but it still works really nicely with that front panel as well. So the next thing we need to do is attach the two arch dies together. I'm just sticking this on with some white glue. And they layer together really, really nicely. They are designed to nest together, and I'm a big fan of these dies. Now here we go. The next thing I want to do is I want to attach this arch to the centre of my card. So if you think about this, the glue needs to go just underneath this panel here. So I'm going to turn it over, pop my glue on just like so, and then I'm going to line this up so these arches are actually in the centre of my card. That looks about right. Okay. And then I'm going to put that to one side because I need to work on my decorations. So here we have the flower pot dies and we have the watering can. I wanted to call it something different then, and I'm not even sure what I wanted to call it. So I'm going to take me a little piece of scratch paper just to use for my background, and you want to grab yourself a sponge dauber. Now the colour card that I've used is Copper Clay. Copper Clay is one of the 2023 to 2025 in colours, and I'm going to use a sponge dauber, and what I want to do is I just want to go over these dies just to add a little bit of definition. Like so. And then to this one here, I'm going to actually pick it up and just go around the edge. Remember that this will dry a bit lighter. So that's just created a bit of definition around the edge of my flower pot. Now taking this die here, I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to pop that piece that's come out of it back in, and then I'm going to use a little bit of double-sided tape to secure that in place so it doesn't move. like so. So that's basically meant that that piece is now back inside the watering can. So bringing this back in, I want to add some foam pads to the back of my flower pot. And I'm going to stick that down about there, just so it overlaps ever so slightly at the bottom of my card. And then taking the top of the flower pot die, just adding really little bit of glue. And I'm going to stick this back on. Now the thicker edge is actually at the bottom of the flower pot. There we go. So look, you can see that now has a little bit of definition. And then my watering can, I can stick on a dimensional, and that's going to sit just about there. Okay, so all that's left to do is the sentiment and to attach the vegetables. So I'm going to do the sentiment first, because then I know how much room I've got to play with for the veg. So let's bring in my black paper. And the sentiment that I've used is "Thankful for you, friend." And it is not in my box, so let me just grab that. It's from my new favourite stamp set, the Thankful Garden set. It's here, "Thankful for you, friend." Let's just take that out. The first one I want to do is just wipe my embossing buddy across my black card, and then I'm going to stamp with Versamark. Let's go. Here are my scissors. Not my scissors, my tweezers. Got a little bit of Rogue powder there, so I'm just going to wipe that off. Perfect. Okay. And now I can heat that with my heat tool. So once that's dry, which I'm sure it is now, I can fussy cut around that. Now I love a sentiment with two types of fonts. What I'm going to do is just sort of carefully trim around this. So this will take me a minute. I've not done, here's one I made earlier, like I have with my vegetables. So just bear with me whilst I follow the outline of this sentiment around. And I think this card style, this card design, is one that just works with so many different products. So now you have the theory behind how to make it. I would love to see you make more of them. It's sort of an age-old classic design as well. It just never gets boring, and you can just switch it up in so many different ways, with different products, different colours. Okay, so there is my sentiment, which I can now attach to my card, and I'm going to pop that on with some pads as well. You can never use too many dimensionals on your cards, that's for sure. I'm just offsetting that ever so slightly so it hangs over the edge of that arch. Now, last thing that we need to do is to attach the vegetables. So I have a selection of different things here, and these I'm going to attach with wet glue. So I'm just going to try and mix and match these. I like to have some different colours, so let's just grab this. Now, is there anything else? Oh, here they are, my asparagus, that's what I wanted, and actually the peppers. Let's cut these peppers out. I knew I wouldn't cut out the ones that I wanted to use, or there would be more. The artichoke on these papers is also very nice. This card would make a great card to send to someone that loves being in their garden, loves growing things. Really nice card. Or really nice images, should I say. So I've got some peppers, a cabbage, or if that's a cauliflower. Sorry, I do know my vegetables. And let's have some, there's some tomatoes already on there. What about a pepper? Let's have a pepper. There we go. So that's my vegetables on the outside, and on the inside we can put just a few more. You just want to let that dry before you close it up. Now I have 2 left over, so I will use those on my envelope. But that is card number 3, all complete. Do let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any questions, as always, please reach out. I'll be here same time next week on the last Thursday in March for the final design, and I look forward to seeing you all then. Bye for now, everyone.